Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. Bitcoin continues sort of to move sideways, a little bit down last 24 hours, whereas Cardano has managed to move up a little bit, which is good news because, as you know, Cardano has dropped slightly below $1 already. It basically with that actually invalidated the bullish pattern, but we're going to talk about that because it's not a big disaster or anything. So we're going to take a look at that. Overall, the market's still very skeptical. Yeah, not a strong reaction. I don't expect personally a strong reaction before Monday because this has also been in some way related to the stock market. So if the stock market obviously doesn't move on the weekend, I wouldn't expect major moves here on Sunday. But yeah, we've seen some impressive price decreases over the last few days. But as you know, nothing that we didn't expect on this channel. So what is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin continues to be here in its pattern and continues to move further towards my own price expectation, price area here between 20 and 29K. It's pretty much only one fib away from my target area. Yeah, so this here would be the 0.5 fib level where we are still sitting above. As I said yesterday, we've been sitting above that fib level now for a while, and pretty much if you want to define support and resistance levels on a larger scale, just look at the chart and you can see how relevant these Fibonacci levels were, especially in the downturn here, but even in the move up. Yeah, even in the move up, you've got these fib lines here, and you can see how the price typically reacted to one of these fib levels here. Yeah, here we had a strong reaction here, had a strong reaction here, had a very strong reaction here. And on its way down here, especially here, there you go, another one here as well, and now there. Yeah, so of course there are other support and resistance levels which I also mentioned on the channel, but to get a good idea of the overall support and resistances, it's always worth using the fibs. Now we're sitting here at the 0.5 fib level at 34.5K, basically waiting to drop to the 0.618, which is the most relevant one, to 27.5K. Now, what is the Bitcoin price doing? Bitcoin is currently consolidating. It doesn't really look like a strong reaction to that support level, which means we could really see another drop fairly soon. What you do here eventually, if we go to the 1 hour chart, we see that in a little bit more detail. It could be, as pure guess, but it could be a little bit here of a bear flag forming. So what you get is this triangle pattern, or bearish pennant. You know, it's the same thing basically, where you've got here this pattern. And if we take a look at the chart, you can clearly see that it's moving in an apex. So you can expect here some sort of strong breakout. Well, not too strong maybe, but it could move quite a bit in one direction. In my view, this could be bearish, meaning it could drop down, but again, that's pure guess. With these patterns, they don't always work. You know, normally you would say with this would be a continuation pattern to the downside that could take us, and we just purely here take the length of that triangle thingy there, and it could take us down to around 32.5 or 33. But it could also break to the upside. That's just, the short-term thing where we are definitely moving here in an apex, and there can be some sort of a breakout expected. The question is now, because we see it on the hourly chart, you're moving towards the 50 line of the RSI. So if it breaks the 50 line, that would also be a break to the upside of that triangle. To the downside would be a rejection here of the 50 line on the 1 hour chart, and the price would move down. Personally, I would be very much in favor of a further sell-off, because again, it would just accelerate that sell-off that we've been expecting since the 4th of December. And it's been taking a while now. It was very, very hard, especially this wave 4 was very, 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 very long. I can't remember which one was it. This wave 4 here, from that wave 3 to that wave 4, where we originally expected a wave B before it goes down. But this took into the new year. So it was a very long wave 4. I'm lucky that this wave 4 didn't take that long. But now what we're waiting for is that wave 5 to play out. And that could be an extended wave 5, because what we see here is already how we're moving from that wave 4 top. We've moved down in the wave 1, 2. Here you've got your another 1, 2, which means it will already be extended. So you've got your 1, 2, 1, 2, which means the first 1, 2 remains open, and you've got the next 1, 2, then you've got your 3, 4, your 5, and then you have to start with the higher level wave 3. So it starts then to get a bit more complex, but which means that if you have one of these extended waves, it typically goes down quite a bit, and I think we can expect that. So message here, there is a triangle forming and we're moving into the apex, so a breakout can be imminent. I'm not going to trade anything here. What I'm doing at these price levels, I'm just dollar cost averaging in at the moment, because I know that this can change lives. Biggest mistake I made end of 2017, where I started really to get into crypto. I mean, Bitcoin was first introduced to me that it was below $1,000, and yeah, I was stupid enough not to go in. Then I started to buy some stuff, but it was already moving towards the all-time high 2017. And then, of course, I sold in the sell-off, you know, stupid. But that was the biggest mistake, you know, purely. I was trading stocks at the time, all good, but Bitcoin, because it was new, made that mistake. Had I just held, you know, and I had Bitcoins at the time where it was like, $3,000 or whatever. I did sell that. Again, looking back, I think, or fast forward 3 or 4 years from now, dollar cost averaging now, I think, is probably the best decision I can make. That's only my view, and I think the long-term gains will here outweigh anything that can be made short-term, in my view, you know. So yeah, and I'm quite pleased with that we see these prices again, and again we could see a little bit lower prices. Looking at Cardano has nicely moved up, at least a little bit, while the whole market is down pretty much. There are some cryptos, as always, when Bitcoin is moving sideways, they are doing well. In this case, Cardano, which is not, we haven't seen quite a lot in the past few weeks and months, but now it's doing it, which is great. It has come down to the support level that I showed you here, around 90 cents. Did bounce off that, is now back at $1.10. Again, nothing crazy, you know, I wouldn't expect here now a major move to the upside, but it's a good sign. It shows that Cardano holders are holding a little bit above $1, but even here we could interpret some sort of a bear flag into this with another triangle thing as well, which is forming here, so pennant. And again, we just need to be a bit patient, see what's going on here. And from here, it could also drop further down. We need to be aware of that. What I like is that quite strong reaction to that 90 cent level. Not necessarily too bullish, but it shows that there was already a reaction. So the fact that Cardano has actually completed its correction as it should have done means that it could obviously still move up from here. I talked about, you know, if Cardano obviously breaks the dollar, then we have to go to the higher level wave count, and then we have to look at the higher level waves, and the highest probability would then be that Cardano comes down into the region here below 68 cents, yeah, between the 88.7 FIB level and the 786 FIB level. But so between 36 and a half cents and 67.5 cents. But the high level wave count would also mean that Cardano here on the higher level wave count has hit the 0.618 FIB level at around 120. Now the 0.618 FIB level is also a very relevant one. So in a wave retracement like that, it could also turn around here. So it's not like it has to go into this area now, yeah. It doesn't mean that. It has the 0.618 is here at 120. It's seen that, yeah, it's dropped below it, but it could theoretically, of course, move up from here. But yeah, it has dropped already. And how likely is that with Bitcoin possibly dropping once more? I don't know. I think we're going to see this price area down here now, but it could also move up. But the thing is, if Bitcoin is dropping once more and dragging the whole market down, I think Cardano will see, possibly even only touch that 68 cent level. And that's pretty much my overview at the moment here for Cardano. We just need to wait what Bitcoin is doing. I think that's what the market is doing. Further downside expected. That's my view. We can take a final look at the ADABTC, which probably looks really good, because the ADABTC has started a move up, and okay, nothing crazy, but it is still holding here in this uptrend after. You can see that if we zoom out a little bit, you can see how there were always periods where where Cardano turned around and then made new all-time highs, where it outperformed Bitcoin, yeah? So it did that here, then it came down, outperformed Bitcoin, came down, this time much longer downtrend, but it's turned around, it's now in a slight uptrend, and it has been in a slight uptrend since the middle of December, which is fantastic. We called it here, but it's slow at the moment. It's slow. It tried to pick up here, that's when Bitcoin crashed, but it's still holding above the 20-day moving average. So it's not like this was a fake out. It's been holding that now for over a month. As you know, we talked about here on this channel, this slowing down of a downtrend, possible reversal, and it happened here. So I think this could be the beginning of the uptrend of ADA, but again, it can take a long time. This has played out over a month, you know, so we just need that longer term perspective at the moment, and that's it. So today there'll be a live stream for every channel member at 1700 UTC. I think today we are covering a few cryptos. There were so many questions about different cryptos and TAs on different cryptos that I normally can't get to. Maybe we do that in the live stream, answer a lot of questions, and yeah, hope to see you all there. If you're not a member yet and you want to join, then maybe check out the channel membership. You can get access to Telegram, Discord, and a live stream if you join as a silver member or gold member, and it's a really great community. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.